Hey guys, this is Simon with TRADEnPERFORM Coaching. I'm doing the trade review tonight for the available trades for what's called a trap trade and a super trap trade and a trap trade for Team TMP. So this is for Wednesday, the 24th. So let's jump right in. First of all, we had a huge gap up and buyers were totally in control. Even though there's some winning trades on this to the short side, I'm going to focus on a long side trade. So first, let me just, for everyone's memory, remind everyone what it's going to be a trap trade plus it's going to be tweezers tops and tweezers bottoms with algo for support. So if you look at the trades, I'm going to ignore time frames here, guys, for members in the room. So first of all, you have star up over here. You can see that it clearly gets stopped out to the left, closed back in. That's at 8:45, and that was for an excellent long side trade if you're willing to trade in the first 30 minutes of the gap. And then it was followed by a tweezers bottom and a trap. So this is just a regular trap. You can see it took a tick out by just the low out by a tick there. Trap back in, gave you an orange and a green dot, which means there's a lot of volume on that trap back in. And you can see they just checked that thing to the upside right there at 9 o'clock. In addition, this same trade is a tweezers bottom with an algo. So let me show you that really quick. So this is on the 50-cent chart, guys. So there's the low. The tweezers bottom is characterized by these two bars having an equal test. And then again, you get the orange and the green dot. That's very, very strong. Or star could have been here. And you can see the lift. That's the only trade you needed for today. So that was very, very good. And then you can see over here as the market pushed up. So I want to show both the wins and the losses. I don't want to do just the losses. And then I'm going to add to the quality of the trade at the end. So for those who aren't familiar with the room, we're generally trying to get these traps outside the channel. If you're aggressive, you can go for them inside the channel. So the loss on this trade should be no more than 15 points. So assume, obviously there you ripped about 100 points. This would have been a stop. It's a good trade. You have an orange dot on the left and then a star back in. So that would have been minus 15. And then you can see we came down, we put in these dots. So when I see these dots, this is at 10 o'clock, these three dots, I know there's a lot of volume there. If I can stop that out, let me draw the ray there. Let's see, right there. If I can draw a ray underneath and get it stopped out like I could right here at 10:37, and that star back in, so this had a lot going on, guys. So let me be clear. This has a lot of volume. They try to close, not with quite as much of a intensity, but they try to close underneath that, trap back in with a star. So you can see where this trade, see how where the trap comes back in and the trap, everything's in the same direction. I tend to prefer that. It's not necessary, it can still look like this, but if you look at the trade quality, this basically runs from 17, let's call it 17,810 to 17,852. This is 40 points of rip. This is about a 15-point loss. You're risking about 15 points each time on this chart, and it rips to the upside. And then as we come down, again, you can see, so we don't trade over New York lunch, but again, had you been there and had taken this chart, this trade, the key to this is the RR is really good, especially when we have range like we do right now. This is an orange dot with a star again. We were so strong to the upside, I probably would have been willing to try that. You'll notice I prefer the algo to the upside on the right-hand side versus no algo, but realistically, I still would have taken that. You don't want to see the bar close down like this, so this is probably closer to a 12-point stop than a 15-point stop, but it's a loss, right? So it's win-win, loss-loss, but the RR is fantastic. And then you can see as you come down here, right, again, anytime we have a star like this, I'm looking to trap it, and we just can't trap here. It has to trap on one bar. You have this green star up, and it just takes two bars to trap, so would not have taken the trade for this particular setup. But then here's your next opportunity. At 12:05, you get, this is coming from another chart. Let me grab it, take it off. Okay, so here's your star up. clearly gets stopped out, trap back in. Again, I love it when there's a dot on the right side. Doesn't guarantee you a profit. Obviously, nothing does, but really increases the odds of the trade working very nicely. Again, this is another 40 point rip. So you're looking at 2 and 3 to 1 RR on this trade. And then as we come across, that was really the end of the day. There's a tweezer's bottom here. There's no algo on the right-hand side. I would have wanted this star, which came up after the close, to be right over here, and it just didn't show up. So that's a no trade for me in this particular case, even though it worked. And that's a review of the trap trades. This was the one tweezer's top I thought was very good, and that was at a over New York lunch. And again, I don't trade in that time frame, but that's the other example. A tweezer's top, and you get the orange dot down, and that's a beautiful extension to the downside. So there were trading opportunities today, no question about it, and I just wanted to review them for you. Tomorrow morning will be important. There's a shift in the way I'm using the 25-cent chart, guys, so I'll be reviewing that in the AM, and just wanted to get a trade review out. So we've done that. I hope everyone has a great night, and I will see you all in the AM. Again, my name is Simon. I'm with TRADEnPERFORM Coaching. I hope everyone had a kick-ass day. We'll see you all tomorrow.